we're going to be doing quick lists, and we're going to be doing Andrew this week. And Andrew, I want to hear the worst ways to use the $1,400 stimulus payment.
Yeah, our very timely quick list this week. A lot of people receiving their $1,400 stimmies this week. So I found some good stupid items on the internet, along with things that I just think are dumb ways to spend money that I think are gonna make for a great quick list here.
I do. When you call it a stimmy, I think of like a stimulant and not a check.
Oh yeah, big time stimulant guy. Big time no sugar guy. Before you jump into it, this is only timely if we do release this in the near future. If we hold this until like December or something, then that's going to be a really confusing statement, man. That's not evergreen content. What are you doing? It's always evergreen content.
We'll
Watch
see.
list night.
Yeah, we're just sitting on a bucket load of content that we have that content. We're just choosing when to record each.
Some would say we have a list of content.
We do have a list of content. Some would say that.
Anyways, number 5 on my list is an insane luxury item that I found. It's from Chanel, and it's a Chanel jump rope. And the reason this one popped out to me was because its retail price is exactly $1,400. I will include as many of the links in the YouTube description as we can find for these items that I have.
You better send me the link to that.
Chanel jump rope, $1,400, and I fully expect that Griffin's going to want to purchase this after we hang up.
100%. The second you said Chanel jump rope, as a man that owns nothing Chanel, of course I want to purchase that. First off, second, I feel like you have not factored in tax, so you should. I don't know. I mean, like, are you dipping into your own money at this point, or is it like $13.99, and because it's a $1,400 jump rope, they're not going to include tax because that would be ridiculous.
Money is a construct.
Oh my God, I'm not doing this right now.
You could have bet me $1,400, and I would never have guessed jump rope was coming next after Chanel.
Me neither, and that's why I love it, because it's just the last thing you would expect. And also, some states don't have sales tax, so this pick is for people in those states.
Big Delaware guy. You could have bet me $1,400, and I never would have guessed that Andrew would have picked a workout item, because it's what. And second, I definitely never would have picked that the guy that doesn't wear shirts that fit him would pick anything Chanel. But
hey,
go off with your bad
stuff. This one fits, I'm telling
you. So another question before we move on.
So many questions.
You called it a workout equipment, but like, is it a jump rope people would use? I feel like you just wear it.
It's like, I feel like it's like an Instagram influencer like jump rope. Like, you probably use it for like a brief video, and then you put it aside and never touch it again because it's a luxury item.
I just don't understand what makes it $1,400.
The description I saw made it seem like it was for using for exercise, and yeah, it didn't seem like it was like made of gold or anything. So I think it's just straight up the brand name and just price gouging out the ass.
I can't wait for you to send us a link to it. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see what a Supreme jump rope goes for, and if they're comparable amounts.
I can't wait to have my own brand. So
big merch guy.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna see Thomas. My name's gonna be on school buses,
Thomas.
English muffins. Normal stuff.
Not t-shirts or hats. School buses and English muffins. Everyone's primary things to make merch out of.
You're going to see the name Thomas. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Maybe even tank engines. Who's to say?
Moving on. Number 4 is another luxury item that I saw on the internet that just made me laugh. It's luxury ice cubes. And they sell them in cases of 40 cubes. So you get 20 circular ones and 20 cubed ones. And that costs you $325.
Fuck me.
But it gets better because you can subscribe to the like luxury cube, whatever, and they send you four cases per year, and it's $1,100.
So here's my thing. I am 100% in on this, and I will do it if it meets one criteria. If the ice comes from the iceberg that sunk the Titanic, so that every time I use it, it's like a little bit of revenge. Can they promise that?
I will write to them.
Is that something that you've been looking to get revenge for? The iceberg that sunk the Titanic? Hasn't global warming done enough revenge at this point?
Yeah, as of 10 seconds ago, that's been my main goal in life, is to get revenge.
Yeah, he's been talking about it for sentences at this point.
Yeah, for just the longest bit of this quick list. I didn't know you could get, first off, like luxury water, I think like Fiji water, which is like $5 a bottle. And you could make so many ice cubes out of a bottle of Fiji water. What, $300 some for one tray of this? It is fiscally responsible at that point to do the 1-year subscription. I hope that's the choice that you make. Like, you would be losing money if that's not what you picked.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's what they do is like, yes, the price is insane, but or save money by getting 4 instead of 1.
I'm pretty sure there was a James Bond movie about people doing things like this, and at the end of it, James Bond killed all of them. So get it while it's hot, because they might not have these luxury ice cubes for long.
It's not hot.
Well, it is ice.
I hope it's not hot.
You're right.
If it shows up hot, I'm assuming.
If it shows up as boiled water, you've got a problem. And James Bond has already made his way to them.
We should just buy a case just to see what they're all about. I mean, they better be the best of the best.
I'd be disappointed in you if you did not buy a case. I think at this point, I mean, at this point, it's my belief that you should have to buy everything on this list, no matter what direction this goes in. But of everything you've said so far, which is 2 things, you have to buy the ice cubes because they are the cheaper item.
Andrew, you have said you've always wanted to do an unboxing video, so here's your chance.
Is that something you've said?
Yeah,
he said it once.
That's List Night's next frontier. Unboxing videos.
We would get way more views than we currently get. Yeah, on to number 3, I guess. Wild.
Okay, number 3. So my top 3 are a little less just like Googled luxury items. They're more niche, and I hate them all. Number 3.
They're more niche than a Chanel fucking jump rope.
Yes. A plot of land on the moon. I hate the organizations and the companies that basically rip people off for that shit. It's so stupid. It doesn't mean anything. It's not real. Griffin, I want to get your take on this because you're a space guy, and I'm sure you would spend your money on this. But I will say, fun fact, the Outer Space Treaty, I think it was of 1967, I believe, basically says that no nation can own celestial bodies. And because of that, you have essentially no one or no corporation to buy it from. So you're just basically spending money to get a certificate that says I own this part of the moon, but you don't actually own it. So
sure, much like naming stars after people and all that stuff. I don't really have a hot science space guy take on this. My only take on this is that you chose this as one of the things that you would use your stimulus for and immediately followed it up with, I hate the people that sell this. So you're buying from the people that you disagree with on a fundamental level and continuing to fund their operations with your stimulus payment. Am I correct on that?
Am I misunderstanding this list? Is this not the worst ways to spend your stimulus money?
I feel like
also, Griffin,
it is, but I do feel like that's okay. It is similar to taxes. You said worst ways, but I heard the things that Andrew's gonna do when we close the pod out for the day.
No. This is very specifically the worst ways to spend your stimulus.
I just don't have any faith in your buying habits. I guess I don't know. Which is rich coming from me, of all people. The guy who spent $70 for shirts with holes in them. Fucking. Okay.
Number 2.
Yeah, I agree. That is a bad way to spend your stimulus money. How much does it cost to get a plot of land?
I didn't do all the research, and honestly, this kind of goes for all the land on the moon, land on Mars, all that garbage.
Hey,
you know, Venus, whatever.
intern Matt, can
Sun.
you look up how much it costs? Thanks.
Is our intern coincidentally named Matt, or are we making Matt Ferentinos our intern? Or Matt Fisher?
I'm dream boarding, I guess. I'm making it happen.
Yeah, think it into existence. All right, Andrew. Good
Number 2 on the list. I'm going back to ice, and it's going to be an ice sculpture. Just of any kind. I think ice sculptures are wastes of money. I feel like you can find a much nicer decorative art piece that will not melt and that will not disappear in a few hours. I think that ice sculptures are dumb, and anyone who shakes their head no as I'm explaining this is even dumber.
Andrew, have you ever taken a shot from an ice sculpture luge?
I bet he hasn't. I bet he hasn't because he's kind of square. I bet he hasn't.
Because the fact that this is on your list tells me you haven't, which means you haven't lived, which means we need to get one.
Yeah, no, I don't think I have.
Game changer.
I've seen
oh yeah, they're pretty
Game
great.
changer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, cool.
No, but imagine taking a shot, but instead of using your hands, you just use your mouth, and it's also cold.
Thank you for describing. Yeah, I'm aware.
Just refrigerate your alcohol and use your mouth to take a shot. Thomas, your criteria is interesting. Andrew, did you just watch
art pieces of like swans, kissing and those types of ice sculptures?
Did you just watch a bunch of
swans' mouths?
James Bond movies? Because I'm pretty sure, again, this is also the plot of a James Bond movie. I'm pretty sure they try and melt the ice hotel.
You're thinking of...
I remember it very vividly. Halle Berry's there. Pierce Brosnan's there. It had to have been a James Bond movie. I think he may have had an invisible car, and I'm not sure how it related to the plot, but Halle Berry was in it, so it's probably worth it.
Sorry, I was thinking about Halle Berry.
As you should have been.
Yeah,
as you should have been.
This one.
Keep it together for the pod. We'll be done with this shortly.
Me too. All right, what's number 1?
Okay. Number 1, the worst way to spend your $1,400 stimulus check is to lobby politicians to send you $1,400. So essentially, you're just lobbying to get what you could have just had if you didn't spend it on lobbying that.
I mean, I can't disagree.
I think this is a great pick.
Thanks for the moral pick, Andrew. Good job, proselytizing to the audience. So glad you're here. I'm going to talk shit, but at the same time, yeah, I agree. Of course you shouldn't use it for lobbying. $1,400 goes nowhere when it comes to lobbying. They're just basically going to light that money on fire. Which, if you took any of your 5 picks, you'd be doing basically the same thing.
So my issue with this, though, is not political or anything. It's that I think the Chanel jump rope should be 1. Because that's still blowing my mind.
I think the Chanel jump rope shouldn't be on this list. I think that's the coolest thing I've ever heard. Which,
gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, now that I think about it, saying those words makes me a tool. Like a big time tool. But also the fact that it is specifically the same amount of money as the stimulus payment makes me feel like Chanel's marketing is streets ahead, and there are going to be people that buy it. And so I'm going to be trolling Twitter to see if that's the case.
Stop trying to make streets ahead.
To be fair on the jump rope.
Your streets behind.
To be fair on the jump rope, what I saw was
Kanye.
It was from 2013. It was from their 2013 collection.
Oh.
So it definitely was not geared to people who just received a stimulus check. At least I will give Chanel that.
Or Chanel knew things were going to happen before the rest of us. Yeah, at this point, it's probably way more than $1,400.
I'd pay for that.
Yeah, I think we might need to find an eBay link and see if it's gone up in price since then, because it definitely has.
Yeah, I'd give $14 for that.
Anyways, that's my list. Number 5, the $1,400 Chanel jump rope. Number 4, the $325 luxury $325 luxury ice cubes or $1,100 for the membership. Number 3, a plot of land on the moon or any celestial body, honestly. Number 2, an artistic ice sculpture that's going to melt. And number 3, specifically lobbying a politician to send you the money that they sent you in the first place.
If I was even the lowest level of wealthy, I would purchase everything on your list, including the minimal amount of lobbying.
I stand by the only thing I would purchase would be the ice cubes, and it would be strictly for revenge.
All right.
Interesting takes from you guys.
Interesting finds from you. Good job, I guess. Hopefully nobody watches this pod, Matt, and proceeds to buy something on that list, Matt.
Intern
good
Matt,
stuff,
stop.
Andrew. Another quick list in the books.